Well, howdy, friends. Brian Flechsig of Mad River Outfitters, Midwest Fly Fishing Schools, and Mad River Travel. And welcome back to our YouTube channel. You know, it was August of 2021, just a few short months ago, and we made our annual pilgrimage out to Kelly Galloup's Slide Inn on the banks of the Madison River in Montana. And we were lucky enough to do some filming, and we got to spend 3 days on the water with one of my favorite guides of all time and the second best streamer angler that I know, Mr. Johnnie McClure. And we had a chance to just sit down on the banks of the Madison and chat with Johnnie a little bit about his career and what got him going in fly fishing and his tenure there at the Slide Inn. And we thought you just might enjoy that conversation. So have a listen. My lead, I'll just ask a couple questions. I have no idea what those questions are, but cool. I'll come up with them.
Patrol guys on a river talking about the great outdoors.
So Johnnie, you've been doing this how long?
I came here in 2003, so the first time, so about 18 years ago. And I started guiding midway through my third year with Kelly. So this is my 16th season basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's about the same time we started coming, 2002 or 3.
Yep.
I think Kelly and I figured it out last night. We're getting close to 20 years here at the Slide Inn. I say it all the time. It's really one of my favorite places in the world to be. It is, and I know it's
an awesome dysfunctional family. It's a really great spot.
Well, it's kind of a home away from home for me. I feel like I'm home when I get here. Mm-hmm. I think I've stayed in all of the cabins now at this point, and just love hanging out in the shop and looking at the fly selection. By the way, the shop looks spectacular.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. From when I first started, we've done 11 remodels since then. So grown and grown and grown thanks to the help of everybody that supported us through the years, and it's been a journey.
It has, and it's been fun to watch it grow and fun to watch what you and Kelly have done with the place. And so let's talk about the Madison River. Obviously, the Slide Inn is right on the banks of the Madison. You spend how many days a year on the Madison?
I mean, I would say close to 150 if you count my personal fishing. Wow. I usually do about 140, a little over 140 guide days a year, and about 110 of those are on the Madison. So I like to fish here on my days off, and I like to go explore all the other places. I mean, there's a lifetime's worth of water within about 2 hours of
But the thing that amazes me is that you still absolutely love this river.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
It's
very
do too.
Unique. It's very unique, and it's consistent from the standpoint that even on a tough day, you can still, get some nice fish in the boat. Mm-hmm. So it's there's something to be said for that, and never get tired of the scenery around here either. So I
started fishing the Madison when I was 17. I believe I was at Reynolds Pass first, and then Varney Bridge. Mm-hmm. Might have been the other way around. Before Kelly had the lodge, I used to camp. I camped at Ruby Creek. Mm-hmm. I stayed up in Cameron at those little cabins.
Got you out by the Blue Moon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's just been the Madison Valley and the Madison River has been a part of my a part of who I am, and part of my, I dream about it when I'm not here, which is obviously more often than not. Heck, my family, I've fished here with my dad, my brother, my uncle Bill, who was just through the shop. I don't know if you got to meet him, but
I'm not sure I did.
My Uncle Bill named his kid Madison.
There's a lot of Madisons around here, for sure.
It's just such a special river, and there's so many things you can do here.
Yeah, it really is. There's tons of ambush points. It's just a conveyor belt of good holding water. It can be kind of maddening when the bite's tough, but it's a special place. It's one of those places where it's almost usually in the first 3 to 4 strips, so it keeps it interesting. Very, very unique.
Well, it's so much fun. I love, and it makes me a better caster every time. I love shooting that streamer and getting it an inch from the bank, which I don't always do.
95% of the time, right?
Yeah. It's just such a fun river to throw streamers on. It's absolutely perfect for Kelly's streamer long from airflow. I'm fishing the 250. I know we fished the 200. It's absolutely perfect for those lines and for Kelly's techniques. I mean, it's no wonder that he wound up here on the banks of the Madison. Just absolutely perfect. So, well, I can't say enough about what you guys do. And you've got the hardest working staff of guides in the business.
I was going to say we couldn't do anything without the crew that we have at our shop. Everybody that works in the shop, everybody on the guide staff, we all, we're pretty remote, and we have, don't always have a lot of help, but we just work really well together, and it kind of helps, keep the business going. We really love what we do.
Well, that shows, and every one of the guides is exceptional. Every one of the guides is fun to be with on the boat, and obviously that's what we'd expect from Kelly Galloup, but it doesn't always pan out. And when other boats are getting on the water at 9 a.m., you guys have already been on the water for 3 hours.
We like to get up early. It's a misconception about the Madison is that it's always crowded. There's always solitude to be found, whether it's waking up early and getting down into certain sections or getting behind everybody. There's always solitude to be found. We've seen a couple boats these last 3 days. That's about it.
All I've heard all summer is horror stories about how crowded the West is.
It's a popular place, and the Madison is one of those. It has the characteristics of a freestone, but it's controlled by a dam, so we usually have water. And it attracts a lot of people for a reason. It's a famous river. It's been written about since the 60s, with Charlie Brooks and everybody on up. So it does, there are crowds because people want to come experience this beautiful fishery. And but if you go to your favorite restaurant at 7 o'clock, and it's got great food, it's going to be super crowded too.
Yeah,
so,
that's true. That's true. Well, because you have been willing to pick us up at 5:15 every morning, and we're out here before the sun comes up. We've not seen another boat on this stretch of water this morning, so it's there's always a way to get away. This is a big river. This is a big valley. It's, like you said, there's always ways to get away from it. So. Well, just an amazing, amazing place. I love being in this valley, and you guys make it special too. I mean, obviously, I view you guys as family. I think I'm always welcomed that way at the shop, and heck, you and I have known each other for probably the better part of that time that you've been here, at least.
I would say probably 14 years,
14 years. So that's a long time to be hanging out and fishing. And Kelly and I are now going on 31 years that we've been hanging out and fishing together. It is frightening. 31 years.
Time goes, man.
I knew Kelly in the mullet days.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He had some ill flow.
I get accused of that often, but I tuck it all up in there.
There you go.
Well, Johnny, thanks. It's always a pleasure to spend time with you on the boat.
Yeah, anytime, man.
And great fishing. We don't always think about August as streamer fishing, but you proved that wrong.
You never know. It can always be a secret streamer season, like I was saying. It takes the right conditions. It's funny because we came out here, for hoppers, and it's been a tough hopper bite the last couple days, but it's been saved by, we've had a great streamer bite every morning. So, there's always some opportunities to be had here.
And it's not just here. I mean, I couldn't get cutthroat to eat hoppers up on Slough Creek. So something's a little bit off as far as that goes. We still have this afternoon. We might get a couple bites. I mean, it's not been horrible, but it's not been what we think of. And I love hopper fishing almost as much as I love streamer fishing. It's for many, many years, that's why I came to Montana, was to throw grasshoppers.
Yeah.
And it's been off for me for a number of years.
We've had just amazing hopper fishing the last, pretty much since 2018, when the dam was repaired and we got colder water during the summer. That I think was the biggest contribution to that. But it's just been a little bit off. I think we've had some smoke. It's finally cleared up these last few days, but it just hasn't been on. And the nice thing is we've been able to, get another plan together, and that's the best way to do it. Life's what happens when you're making other plans. So
we've had 3 great mornings. So
yeah.
All right, well let's go fishing,
man. Cool, man. Let's go.
Well, there you go. Like I said, nobody better than Johnny. And I mean that, man. Not only is he just a great guy, but he's one of the best fly fishing guides you'll ever fish with. And if you do get a chance to fish with him, whether it's with us on our annual trip or you book him through the slide in out there, make sure that you bring up Bill Murray and the movie Caddyshack. You won't be disappointed, I promise. So there you go, friends. Johnnie McClure and the Slide In. You can check them out at slidein.com. Be sure to hit their YouTube channel up as well. They've got some great stuff. You know, if you would ever like to venture out to the Slide In, we make an annual trip out there every year. You can learn about that trip, which is usually hosted by me, because it's one of my favorite places on the planet to be. You can learn about that on our website at madriveroutfitters.com. So as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss an episode, and stay tuned because we've got a lot more content coming at you in 2022. If you like this video, hit subscribe. It helps out a lot. And check out these videos. We think you might like them too.